So we can see there. I'm trying to see if there's a second person in that vehicle in the passenger side, and it is possible there is, but I'm not at this point positive. The back windows seem to be tinted, so you can't really tell what's in there. Now we've got a U-turn, and it looks like we are on, I'm assuming that is southbound PCH there. So off
All
the
right.
freeway. Now we've got a stopped vehicle.
No.
I don't know if he was stopping to try to
No.
make the.
I was about to say, if we go live right when we stop, that would be a problem.
Again, this pickup driver now moving along here, and we are in.
I don't know how I missed this chase, people.
Watching Eyewitness News at 11:30. We are in breaking news with a stolen pickup truck. Police are in pursuit. I'm Philip.
What's happening, people?
We are continuing to see this.
Got ourselves a chase.
Is joining us, and Bruce. I mean, again,
yeah, I'm back in LA. I didn't even see that we were live. I've been doing laundry. I've been around, and there was a chase on like 10 minutes ago. I didn't get any of my scanner notifications or anything that came through. We are live, baby. We are live. We're a couple minutes delayed because I was busy doing laundry.
To pit this guy and get him off the road, but now he's headed on a U-turn and just going right back in the direction that he came.
Let me get these tweets out.
One of the things we saw last week in the pursuit that ended in Santa Monica is the sheer volume of pedestrians.
So I didn't get, none of my Twitter notifications have been working all day. Is that the same for you guys as well?
Dangerous.
Oh, Twitter noties are broken. That would explain it. Because I was doing laundry and I wasn't checking the internet or anything.
So very quickly went across several lanes of traffic to possibly maybe it's
okay. Well, we're live on ABC 7, people. Finally back with a live chase here in LA.
He could be under the influence as well. We've watched him just with his hands.
Twitter noties are broken, but hopefully Twitch noties are not, as I just sent out that we are live. That's why, people, you have to follow both. If you're just joining us, we've almost crashed a couple of times. We've almost pulled over a couple of times. We're on Olympic Boulevard in the Pico District, doing high rates of speed here, 90 miles an hour. Several pit maneuvers have been attempted as we continue on the 10 eastbound.
That's the case, but it certainly could be. But sometimes that's a little bit off given the helicopter.
Twitch noties aren't working either.
This would be 10 East, and this is where we picked it up earlier on, was when he was on the freeway.
No, that's not true. People in the chat are saying Twitch noties are going through. But this is why, people, in the top left corner of your screen, you need to follow both the Twitch and Twitter accounts, because there are times when the notifications don't go out properly. That includes @SkyWobbleAlerts on Twitter, which was not working today for many. But if Twitch is on, that's all that matters.
I would think LAPD is going to hand it off to CHP as they have better reason.
This is a Dodge Charger. It's an XL version, correct.
Moves along the 10 eastbound, transitioning different patrol stations.
So now we're looking at some speeds that are likely more accurate, and this person's around 100 miles an hour, very close, splitting the lanes, going through traffic, which is light, which allows him greater speed. But now we've exited the freeway on a frontage road, and we're going to see what happens.
No chase earlier. We are live.
And now he is going to exit the freeway and rolling through and cutting off a couple of people in traffic. But again, now you're back into Pico Boulevard, 33rd Street. This is the Pico District here. And again, this is kind of what Bruce was talking about a moment ago. It's summer. People are going to be out and about. You're going to have tourists around. And this person at lunchtime driving very aggressively through downtown streets.
Yeah, we're 31st. Are we near like Santa Monica, Pico? I'm trying to figure out where we are. 30th Street. Something tells me we're near Santa Monica, but
what were you going to add just now?
Trying to figure it out.
I was just going to add that the speeds they pick up on the freeway.
Oh, pit maneuver attempt on the right-hand side. They try. If you're going to go after this XL Dodge Charger, you're going to need to come a little bit with more heat than that. Brian in the chat is saying the Twitter noties just are coming through now. Yeah, Twitter notifications are off, so you need to turn Twitch on, people. Make sure your Twitch notifications are on as well. Otherwise, you will miss a chase.
And it's further back. You might find a lot of times with a pickup truck, there's nothing in the rear end, and it's very light, and it might be very easy to pit. But as you pointed out, this is going to be a bigger, heavier truck with weight distributed much more differently. And we don't necessarily know if there's something in the back because of the cover there. So when it comes to these pit maneuvers, and maybe why they're not effective right now, the slow speed mattered, the direction of the pickup truck just continuing to go straight mattered, and as you mentioned, Bruce, just the bulk of the vehicle. But this has been kind of the behavior, slowing down, getting a lay of the land, and then just moving on through. So it's not been aggressively going through intersections.
I don't know who's on the call. Thankfully, it's not Scott Reif. No offense. I can't take the throat clearing. Stu might be live on Fox, but I'm a little hesitant to go to Stu.
Wanted for a stolen vehicle, stolen truck pursuit. Now he's just waving at people.
Having ourselves a little clout chase here.
Bruce, sometimes when you have one of these chases,
Snot Rife. I forgot about Snot Rife.
Casual in their demeanor, you kind of just have to settle in and expect this chase to continue for a while, because they're not necessarily driving recklessly, but certainly dangerously.
Hep Siegel says, I'm waiting on my flight to Japan. Perfect time. I hope you enjoy. Just got back myself. Magical institution of humanity you're about to... Where are you flying from? It's a full 10.5-hour flight from the West Coast. I think it's like 13.5 from JFK.
And then they swap out. So the first vehicle...
Stu, as much as we love Stu, it's like small doses, short chases only, please. This has the feeling of a clout chase. Stu has the potential to lose the chase. He goes off on his tangents.
It is not that for this driver. He is not taxed at all in his efforts. But yeah, you're right. When you're following somebody like this and multiple efforts at pit maneuvers, that can be stressful. But this person seems to almost be dancing in the driver's seat, trying to get a better look at him as we can. We don't know if there's more than one person in this vehicle. And we are looking at our map. Sky Map 7 says this is Pico and 11th in the Pico district. But he is basically pulling serpentine moves many times, just weaving around. And it's almost
We're chilling.
As if there's a measure of taunting going on here from this suspect to officers. But Bruce, they just have to continue to do. They can't be bothered by that. They're just trying to
tell your people we got to chase. I don't know why. All right, we're up to 1,000 people watching this. I don't know where y'all have been in these streams, but we are live. We're a couple minutes behind because I was doing laundry. I apologize, but this is a live chase.
You said the word taunting. He's almost like, I'm doing this and I'm having fun. And, that's another thing, too, which really gets the ire of not only the police that are chasing.
The one time I'm actually around for a chase, too, I missed it by 5 minutes. I'm so disappointed in myself. I was able to get to the ones in Japan at all sorts of hours in the night.
Clearly we're watching silent video. We can't hear what's going on, but we have lights and sirens on the ground, right? So it'll in this circumstance for commuters in this area, they are likely aware as this pursuit approaches.
My laundry's wet as shit upstairs, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. It's just sitting in the washer wet.
You're the siren right away, but you will see the lights when they're driving code 3, meaning the officers are driving code 3. So that alerts the pedestrians, the other drivers, and also having the helicopter up top, whether it be media and or police, is another tool to signify to people that, hey, there's something going on.
Ocean Park. All right, so we are Santa Monica area, just north of Ocean Park Boulevard on 10th. I don't know if we're headed southbound, but if we are, it will take us towards the promenade and the pier once again. We were here somewhat recently.
So it sounds as if we have a spike strip that has been put out in front.
Spike strip ahead.
This person has been kind of in the same general area, which has given officers a chance to get in front. But Bruce, sometimes we've watched this person slow down. So it is the possibility that they too are on.
You're not the only one, Nick. Everyone's noties are late today. Someone just got their notification to come through. Noties are all over the place today.
How will we be able to identify?
Good news is this chase feels like it's going to go on for a little while. Spike strips ahead here on Ocean Park Boulevard in the heart of the west side of Los Angeles.
Yeah, ideally, the officer...
jet lag coming back to the United States is never really... Look at those people running across the street. They could see all the police officers in pursuit. And they ran across to turn around. They were trying to get their phones out because that's what everyone does.
It's inherently
when you see a police chase coming down the street. Yes, I do miss Japan. I found out very quickly the moment I got through customs, used the bathroom, got on the bus. The bus was dirty. You could eat off the floors off the buses in the subways in Japan. The toilet was all disgusting. The toilets in Japan are like thrones.
You're really seeing a lot of people.
People here yelling at each other.
Because
I land 2 hours later. There's a shooting at the NFL building. It's like, oh my god. You quickly realize how well Japan does life compared to us.
A moment ago, you saw them kind of hustle their way across because this is pretty easy to see. If you hear it.
The only thing I didn't like about the Japanese toilets was the angle they're at. American toilets are 180 degrees and you sit at a 90-degree angle. Japanese toilets are like wall sits. They angle, they're 45-degree angle so that it's easier to poop. But I prefer the squatty potty method. Look at this rate of speed. 70 plus miles an hour on Ocean Park Boulevard.
And round these vehicles. Up towards 50 to 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, and the seats are always heated.
Why all of a sudden this person
even in the summer the seats are heated. Look at we might go onto the wrong side of the road. A big blue bus on the other side of Ocean Park Boulevard here is 28th Street. We're going, I think, eastbound on Ocean Park Boulevard, thankfully away from all the congestion and the foot traffic there on the west side.
So they're much lower than our helicopter, and they are able to really follow this person. But this guy has started to show some more aggressive moves and just speeding up. And that's the thing about that median in the middle. We saw him bounce up on that at one point earlier, but he doesn't have the chance to get into oncoming traffic in this particular part. It looks like Ocean Park Boulevard. And so he's pretty much on these two lanes and can't go over. And you kind of like that, right, Bruce? Or what is the thought when you get in a place like here where his options are limited?
Yeah,
oh, now look. Sorry to interrupt, Bruce.
Hard across the median. That's a giant curb. But thankfully, this XL Dodge Charger can handle that like it's nothing.
Having a medium like that.
That median. Look at the size of the curb on that median.
Because he can't cross over, and however, in this case, he just did.
And so now we have turned around.
If you're in a normal size Dodge Charger, that would easily wreck the undercarriage.
But this looks like going back on Ocean Park Boulevard, and in that
could have potentially saw spike strips. Yeah, they said they were planned ahead.
At some point, we haven't really.
We've seen a sharp driver thus far, and he's got his arm out the window, looking like he wants to participate in a clout chase.
After those first couple, Bruce, where they kind of get an idea as far as the weight of the vehicle, is that almost like we're testing this thing on, or testing this vehicle and see what they can do?
Yeah, it's a heavier vehicle. It's not a small pickup truck. It's got some weight to it. And like you said earlier, we don't know what's in the back. Is it, tools, debris, construction equipment? We just don't know. But it's also a little higher lifted vehicle. So, in order to get into it, you ideally want to hit the fender. But in this case, as you can see, when
they showed us replays of the pit maneuvers,
but just not enough to slow it down. And the driver is definitely taunting the chasing officers.
Okay, now we're at a situation that is dangerous for the officers, of course, because this guy's shown the willingness to try and stop and make them run into him. He has stopped. Officers are out, guns drawn. Protected by the car doors, but not really if he decides to back up. So this is one of those moments where it's very dangerous for the officers.
Hold on, I need to ban someone in the chat.
What's in front? We don't know if there is something in front of him that has caused him to stop.
Give me a second, I gotta find this person.
It does look as if there's nothing really in the way of traffic to have stopped him from going forward. Don't know if he's trying to make any kind of interaction with officers, but there's looks like there is less than lethal weapons as well as lethal potential weapons.
Oh, you got it.
So now he's.
Did you ban him, Ranger?
Again, and here we go. We do know that doesn't mean that they can't continue to follow him because helicopters above.
Okay.
Know where he
duck,
is.
duck, goose. We are off.
This part of town is pretty congested. So when I say congested, the streets are busy. So it's not as if he's going to be able to just get away in some neighborhood. But Bruce, that moment there just makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up when he stops like that, because he's shown no tendency to give up. And so for officers to be exposed out of the vehicle, that's somewhat worrisome, I would assume.
Yeah, he's not complying with any of the officers' requests. They're on the loudspeaker asking him to turn the motor off, put your hands out of the window. In this case, he's rolled the window back up. But he's not complying, and he's stopping, allowing the officers to get right up on him. They get out to conduct a felony stop, and then just as they're in position to do so, he takes off again at a high rate of speed. So he's totally taunting the officer.
Well, and it looked almost as if he was talking to someone in what looked to be like a garbage truck. He stopped right beside him. I'm not sure if he had rolled his window down at that point, but now you're starting to put other people at risk. They're in danger, and they don't even realize it, possibly, when this guy just stops and wants to engage with a bystander. But here we are again. This car, just before 11:30 is when we picked this up. This was a stolen truck pursuit, mostly on the west side of town. And it does appear for now that we've seen it's as if this driver is in this vehicle alone. We've seen several pit maneuver opportunities that they have tried. We're unable to get this vehicle to lose control, but you'll see some damage in the back. That is from the officers who had tried the pit maneuver. And
live chase, people. Live chase here.
Because on your right is video.
There's the attempts of the pit maneuver on the right from earlier.
Back there for a second, trying to get our camera back on top of this chase. But you see on the right the various times that LAPD has tried to stop this. Now, we were on the freeway at a time. We did not see CHP officers in this.
No way Stu lost him on the other.
We might have another pit maneuver in there.
Another pit. Look at the back left quarter panel.
Effective, but you see now you've gotten some real damage.
Oh, they really drove into the back left. Now we have some tire rub on the back left. Going for the back right quarter panel. It's indented there. They really tried to drive through, but the size of this XL Dodge Charger.
They had talked about possibly putting spike strips.
That is it. You're right. This is going to be a tough vehicle to actually turn around. And even if you do, it needs to be going fast enough that you can stall out the engine as well. This is multiple pit maneuvers.
If he hits that spike strip, sometimes it's only one.
Yeah, no cage in the front of that one, but still.
Sometimes he will.
Usually they like to hook in with the cage and then pick up and drive through. But man, this is one heavy, large bed Dodge Charger. Are you guys trolling, or did Stu actually lose the chase? This is not an easy one to lose. It's not downtown with all the towers where he traditionally loses them.
He somehow was able to go around the spike strips, Bruce. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with this person slowing down. He may see.
This is pretty much a 3-star chase here until we see something a little bit more reckless or dangerous. But multiple pit maneuvers have been attempted here live on stream.
And Lincoln Boulevard. So now it does look like he is on Lincoln Boulevard, Bruce. And again, just continuing to maneuver.
Yeah, you saw the officers deploy the spike strip. They threw it out in the middle of the intersection. The suspect was driving.
Just arm out the window, chilling as he's getting pit maneuvered multiple times.
Around it, and then very quickly the officers have to.
Stolen truck is the one.
Pulling it out of that area so the pursuing police cars can then follow in the pursuit.
Oh, I must have missed it, that there were spike strips on the road. Did I miss it?
Get our mind into somebody who's fleeing police. That might have been when he accelerated. He might have known, he saw the spike strip. As soon as he got around it, he accelerated. I don't know if he thinks he can.
It's tough to see spike strips on the road if you're not paying attention as we go full U-turn here. Look at all the people scrambling in the driveway right next to it. With all these police officers, hard U-turn, they were scrambling. They weren't even on the street.
It's a north-south road. So I'm going to assume that is heading southbound. Maybe.
I do not believe that Stu lost the chase.
Around here, heading towards Kensington. Yeah, it is southbound, heading on Lincoln southbound. Bruce, I had a 50-50 shot at that. So apparently I got that part right. So, again, you have multiple officers, and they have tried multiple pit maneuvers. And now here we go, hitting that bump there, that culvert. And that's when you start to really worry with all these people around here. If he loses control of the vehicle, you're putting other people at risk. Okay. When he hits some of those
Stu's the OG. Stu did not lose the chase.
Any traffic laws. I mean, he's going on the wrong side of the road. He's going in the turn lanes.
But ABC7 is usually good for. Oh, that's an easy pit right there. That was set himself up for a pit maneuver. When you swerve like that, you open up the back left quarter panel. To easy pit maneuver.
That was one of the things that was concerning to me, was because he's using the cyclist lane as well to pass traffic. But that move right there that he just did, Bruce, is one of the things that was bothersome to me or worrisome when they did have the stop and they got out with guns drawn.
See, that's why we can't have spoilers in the chat, people, because no one knows if they're true or not.
He will, when they get up close,
especially during a live chase, people will just say shit.
Potentially to keep them at bay so that they can't do a pit maneuver, but it is also the possibility that he's just actually trying to get them to.
Chase is still going on here. Just a couple of minutes behind it.
On the shoulder there, on the sidewalk, and this guy going through an intersection with traffic coming opposite of him. So that, again, just like you said, Bruce, this is the concern this time of day, this part of town.
There are some increasing amount of pursuit trees.
Accelerating away from them so frequently, you've got some real problems for bystanders.
Camera!
Camera there, but we're going to try to get back up over it.
To the right, to the right, to the right. There you go.
Pick it up very quickly off to the left, Air 7, if you can
that made me nauseous.
I believe it was
air earthquake.
We had it. And so
all the cops are right there in the frame. Just zoom in.
I do believe it wasn't. I think we kind of lost. I thought it was behind.
Are you serious?
And we're just trying to communicate with them, and we're going to see if we can't figure this out here real quick.
Are you serious?
Again, a stolen pickup pursuit. You see,
as much as we were just making fun of Stu would never.
That might be.
It's right there.
They might have.
There it is.
We do have him out again. Okay, so here we are. We're back on top of it. We lost him for just a second. Sorry about that. But again, this is a circumstance.
Fucking JV team out here without Eliana.
Officers have guns drawn. They are right behind him. And now you look at the person backing up and backing away. So this is the terrifying part for commuters.
Doors open, doors closed.
They see this. You've got guns pointed right at a person who is just simply on a commute. And so now this person opened his door. The suspect in this vehicle opened his door, but shut it again. So now, these officers are very much at risk if he were to back up. So we're going to wait and see.
And we're off. Duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, goose.
Officers are now going to
still going.
Start driving. So just some tense moments here and there when this person in this stolen truck keeps taunting in the sense that he stops and they don't know what's about to happen, Bruce. And it just is just so concerning for the officers.
Yeah, I mean,
who put the duck, duck, goose in the chat? I didn't know there was an actual duck, duck, goose emoji.
Yelling at officers as they're giving him commands. He was yelling something back. We're not sure. And then he just
damage to the back right and back left quarter panels as they have been pit maneuver attempted multiple times. It's now on Ocean Park in Lincoln. This is one of the most busiest intersections on the west side.
Intersection again, people needing to stop. The person about to make a right turn
could be headed westbound.
They saw a long line of police officers. That's the one thing that is good for the commuters. For people who might be going,
they definitely do not have police chases in other countries. When I was streaming the police chase from the bus station in Japan, I was sitting next to someone at Starbucks. They were just completely flabbergasted that a police chase would even occur in the first place.
You might not know that the white truck is going to run into the intersection, but you see 4 or 5 vehicles, police officers, you know that something's up.
Southbound on the one
the good news
is
that we've seen,
the Lincoln's. Oh, you're right. Lincoln's north south. I thought it was east west for a second.
Southbound Lincoln, and that is where this is. So again, now we're in the Venice area. And again, this is where people want to go. They will go to visit their tourists.
We unfortunately are not near Downey, but all roads do lead to Downey if you were to turn around. Lincoln and Rose. I can't tell you how many times I've been at this intersection.
On the sidewalk. There's so many different things that could happen that we're really wanting this chase to end. And it does seem as if LAPD is doing everything they can to try to get
H35 says, is this a Challenger? It is, it's a Dodge Charger, actually. It's just an XL version. Thank you for the question.
The suspect was able to get around them, and so was able to move around them. And Bruce, that's what I was talking about a moment ago, whether they would be able to conceal themselves to get that spike strip out there. And it doesn't look like that's been the case. He's been able to spot them and avoid it.
Yeah, they have to kind of, map out the area he's driving in. Has he hit the same street a few times? Is he in the same general area? So then they can deploy it, have officers pre-deployed in different positions with the spike strip to then deploy the spike strip. But in this pursuit, as opposed to other pursuits we've seen, LAPD is being very aggressive with the pit maneuvers, the spike strip. So it leads me to believe that this is not a pursuit that they're going to let go.
This does not feel like a pursuit that they're going to let go.
Into the turn lanes and an aggressive move there.
They are locked in on this one. The west side ones, they're always locked in on.
Again, we are at Lincoln.
We're almost at the beach in Venice.
So again, you've just got this.
LAX is still well south of where we are,
and
so airspace is not an issue just yet.
Our Google Maps here to kind of see maybe where they might be able to start making some moves. Because Bruce, in this circumstance, he's not really stayed in Santa Monica.
Downey is about 45 minutes east of here.
And so a lot of times these chases they find themselves repeating the location, and that gives officers an opportunity to really get in front of it. But I haven't noticed this really staying in the same spot. So that presents different kind of challenges, correct?
That's correct. You want to deploy the spike strip, but he's not in the same area. The nice thing on a thing like this is you look at the street. It's a very wide street, multiple lanes, turn lanes, parking lanes, at slow speed. This is another ideal spot.
And this could be a marathon chase.
Oh no, here we gotta look at
traffic.
What?
Well, and we had a person about to walk into the crosswalk, and
now he's staring at the vehicle.
And again, this person on the sidewalk has
look at this person. Oh, he does.
Right there,
turned around and started staring down the person in the chase.
See some less than lethal weapons. Does that come into an equation here?
He's got his hazards on.
Standards that you might use less.
This
than
is definitely a cloud
instead
chase.
of live ammunition, in the sense that you're not wanting to shoot across the vehicle into an area.
Well, you'll always have lethal weaponry,
yes,
deadly force, backed up by.
Look at the back left.
And that's a compliance tool they have.
I mean, those tires are beasts, though. He's moving so slow because he wants clout. It's a clout chase. This is a picture-perfect clout chase. You can't pit maneuver at this speed. It doesn't stall the engine.
Then they can use those things and then come up on them.
Okay, now we're stopped again.
Huh?
Doors open. What? Ah! I'm just walking back towards the police and we run back into the vehicle.
And then he jumps back in.
What the hell was that?
That was new. Bruce, I mean,
he just fucking rolled up on him and started taunting.
The ultimate taunt, and he just came.
And then he runs back to the vehicle.
Yeah, he came right.
It's always something different. It's always something different here in Los Angeles. Bro, press coverage there at the line. Oh no, not the pursuit tree. Pull up a little bit. He's behind a giant pursuit bush.
And again, it's easy to say what? They have him on the ground now. They have him.
What the hell just happened?
Center divider, and the.
How did he get from the? Did he run back towards the vehicles again?
By the trees, but he jumped out.
Damn pursuit trees!
So, Bruce, thank you very much. We are coming up to the end of Eyewitness.
No, we're doing it again.
The timing is such that this person is in custody. The chase is over. The stolen.
How did that just happen?
And it does look as if no bystanders were hurt.
I'm gonna get a replay. Stand by, people. I'm gonna get a different angle. Hold on. If they go away from the coverage here.
We will have the latest on this for Eyewitness News.
That's a lot of officers, man, on Venice Boulevard.
News at 11 a.m. We'll see you later.
Hold on, people. I gotta see. Let me get Stu. Stu has it.
There it is. Elder abuse suspect. There it is. Finally got it.
Oh, okay. We got replay.
Now we have confirmation. Definitely taunting officers. There's no doubt about it. And I'm laughing because of the fact that we got the confirmation, not because he's taunting the officers. Don't get that wrong. But there you go. Doors are open once again. You think?
Arms were up.
Then less than lethal, like right there.
What? That is like the last thing to do.
What are you doing?
Oh, he tried to push him off. Oh, wrecked.
You know what? I mean, we have it on tape. We have it on tape. Yeah. And
Oh, that's not very smart of you.
Definitely threw that first punch.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. That was like a punch shove.
Assaulting an officer.
Oh, that is...
Yeah.
That, hold on, run that back. You are caught in 4K.
Oh,
Boom!
what are
Oh!
you doing?
Oh, and he gets an uppercut to the chin.
Yep.
Oh, that's assault on an officer. Assault with a deadly weapon. Oh, you just got yourself.
He threw that first punch. He definitely
By
threw
you
that
doing
first
that, you have no clue how much you just fucked
Yeah,
yourself.
so, assaulting an officer. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, no, I'm not even talking about getting fucked right here by all of these cops that are putting you in cuffs. All the charges that you just got from that.
You're welcome.
Tried to run up on him twice, too. Oh, it's always something different. All right, they're going to clear the vehicle before we get an official code 4. Well, that wasn't very smart. Oh, still fighting.
Yeah.
Still.
He's still being, he's going to say, he's got an opinion, and he's definitely giving it to the officers. So, but yeah, like you said, best ending it could be, nobody's hurt.
Oh. He's about to be, figuratively, if not literally.
Yeah.
All right, no one else got hurt, but I did not see that coming. Twice. First runs up on him, then gets back to the driver's seat. Then he gets out, throws a punch shove at one officer, and then another comes from the side and just uppercuts the shit out of him. Very lucky he didn't get shot for that. Okay, 4's in the chat, people. We're code 4 here on this pretty wild, out of nowhere chase with this white XL Dodge Charger. We are code 4 somehow, some way. It's always something different.
You guys, it was a good spotting stew today, guys. I appreciate it.
Next time, Stu. I'm sorry for doubting you, Stu. ABC lost the chase and got stuck behind a pursuit bush when it mattered the most. Next time, Stu gets his priority back. So 33, that's the 33 bus right there. Goes east-west on Venice Boulevard. It's going to have to detour now. Herb in the chat says, Stu made sure we could see the cop get clocked. Well, I don't know if the cop got clocked. The suspect certainly did. The cop attempted to get clocked. That did not go all that well. Yeah, the cop got like a shove. I wouldn't call that a punch. That was like an NBA punch.
See ya. Lisa, I tried to bring you into the whole thing. I tried to bring you in. I called you the referee. I called you the ref. I called you the ref.
Stu, your mic is hot. Don't get canceled, Stu. Alright. Being put into the back here, finally. Alright, we're about to get some grundle.
Is it a brush fire? 5 freeway template. Then got into the brush.
Alright. With that said, that is the end of the chase. been a pleasure, my friends. Good to be back in the saddle. I'll be back in the United States for a week or so. Be back for a week or so, and then anytime that there's, as long as, if my notifications start working, that would be nice. And if you're in here joining us late, the reason why we were a couple minutes delayed is because Twitter notifications are not going through properly, so I was busy doing laundry when this chase started. But that's why you need to turn on both @SkyWob alerts on Twitter if these start working, as well as Twitch. They go in and out, so if you have both, it's the best fail-safe. But chases do breed chases, and I will be around for majority of the day, so if there is another, you know where to find me. It's been a pleasure, my friends. Good to be back. Got a good night's sleep and all. Till next time, see you on the timeline.